Improve your nursing career. We're happy to have you here at NUW. I'm Dr. Todd, the coordinator for NU362. Ms. Basham is going to be my co-coordinator. She and I will be in constant conversation with this course. But if you need to send messages, you can send them to me and I'll do the best to answer them. Or you can send them to her because we're going to have kind of the same answers. Before we get started, I found a few nursing facts I wanted to share with you. According to the World Health Organization, Nepal is one of the countries with the lowest nurses per capita. In Nepal, there are only 5 nurses to every 100,000 people. 1 in every 23 Japanese nurses work more than 60 hours of overtime per month. How many of you like overtime? A little's okay, too much is not so much. In Saudi Arabia hospitals, nurses can officially work only 8 hours of a scheduled 12-hour shift. During the remaining hours, the patients are on their own. These are true facts. In a study at a U.S. hospital, how many of you work in the emergency department? So y'all might can relate to this. In a U.S. hospital, there was a study done, and it showed that more than 80% of emergency department nurses believe the phase of the moon affects the patients of their mental health. Now, I think there's a little bit of truth to that. I have one question for you. It's the pop quiz, and no points, no anything. How many of you consider yourself a perfect student? You know, Albert Einstein said a person who never made a mistake has never tried anything new. You're trying something new right now. You're going to make mistakes. We all make mistakes. The faculty, we make mistakes. It's not fun to make those mistakes, but we usually learn from it. But just remember that you just have to pick yourself back up and move forward again. You may need help from your friends and your family to pick yourself up because you're probably going to hit some low times during this school year. But just think, my favorite saying, anytime I communicate with you in email messages, you're going to hear me say, stay focused, move forward. Those words are going to just ring true. All you can do is pick yourself up and just keep going forward when you make a mistake. Health promotion. I looked up to see if I can just find a few words that describe health promotion, because you really don't think of yourself as being someone who does a lot with health promotion. But just by the very title you hold, you are promoting health in everything you do. Health promotion is centered, focused on enhancing people's capacity to meet their personal, family, and community responsibilities, health, and interests. So anything you do, whether you offer advice on a certain vaccination to a family who has small children, or a certain medication that you know side effects to warn that family to be sure to do this and not do that, that's health promotion. So you as nurses on the front line, you are providing health promotion every day, whether you're officially at work or not. Okay, my course is pretty laid back. You're going to do some fun things. There's only 6 assignments. 3 of them are individual and 3 of them are group. Go to modules. Course syllabus contains my number, office number, and my cell number. If you call my cell number, try not to call after 10, because I'll probably be talking like a zombie to you. Scroll on down. You need to print this syllabus and read it. There's information there that you really need to know. The book is there. As Ms. Walker has said, you will be using these books all the way through. Scroll on down to right there. There are the 6 assignments, and I've got them labeled out there if they're individual or group, and then the course is the 500-point course. The first assignment you have is a PowerPoint. How many of you have created PowerPoints before? They're not bad to do. In the modules, it will have 2 things. It tells you about PowerPoints and how to make them a little more professional. There's also a short video, like a 3 or 5 minute video on the history of nursing, public health nursing, that you'll watch too in that first assignment. The second assignment up there it's an assignment, but it's in the package as a quiz. And in that, when you get to it, it'll tell you what chapter to look under for that question. So it's pretty a doable quiz. And then I think the group assignments are 3, 4, and 5. The middle ones there. The roles and responsibilities. And me and Ms. Bascom will form the groups. We're going to do them randomly. There's just no easy way with this number of students to put all of your friends in one group. We got to decide what the best number is. But you will be able to communicate through text, phone, Skype, messaging in Canvas, all kind of ways you can communicate to make the group work. Because if you think about it, working in a group is something you do every day. You work with new people in different departments. You have to learn to work as a group. And you need to do your fair part of the group. Everybody needs to do their part. And you may elect, and you'll read that in some of the assignments, if just for instance, say you have a group of 10 people, somebody may step up and say, hey, I don't mind being group leader for this project. That's good. Then they can be the one to put everything together and load it into the Canvas, as long as y'all give them the information. And then y'all stay in the same group for all 3 projects. On the next group project, then somebody else may want to be the leader. One group leader for all 3 projects, we don't really want that to happen. But it's real doable, and I've always enjoyed group work because to me it seemed like it flowed better and it wasn't as hard on just one person to do that work. But this roles of responsibility is an interview. You're going to interview a public health nurse, and when you open up the course, there's examples of who you can use and who you can't use. And then you're going to do a health promotion and cultural aspects of public health nursing. That's another PowerPoint, which is a group thing, and it's pretty simple. You're going to choose a certain culture, which I got the names of them listed in the assignment. Just choose one of them and answer those questions. But you're going to do it in a PowerPoint format. And then you're going to do a teach and learning project. That's a group project, and that's pretty interesting. And the discussion board is an individual, and it's really simple. It talks about culture, and you just answer those questions, and somebody's going to respond to you, and you're going to respond to somebody else. There's the grading scale there. You can see that in order to pass the course, you must have at least 370 points. So print off that calendar. Keep it with you where you can see it every day. Tape it to your bathroom mirror where you have to look at it every day. You do not want to miss points. If you miss 2 assignments, each one of them are 100 points each. That's 200 points off the bat. You fail if you do that. Told you about the groups. I had a few other tips I wanted to share with you. If you know the TD that you're in, just put that in the email message when you send me an email. As Ms. Walker said, don't just trust your computer to save all your work on. I was one of these that always saved it on my desktop. Then I would email it to myself, and then I would save it on a jump drive or two. Because I don't know, I'm pretty old, but I remember the days when we had the floppy disk. Y'all remember those? They would go bad and you lost everything. So save it in 2 or 3 different places so you can always get to it. Check your email messages and your announcements at least daily, if not more than once daily. Because that's our official way to communicate with you. The comprehensive calendar I just told you about, know your due dates. The assignments are due at 3 o'clock on the due date. Not 7 or 10 or midnight, but 3 p.m. Print and read the course syllabus. There's important information in there. Now, when we get the groups formed, we will post them, and then we'll send out messages letting you know where to go to look for the group you're in. And I would start talking to that group now, finding out each other's cell phone numbers or how you need to communicate. Because you don't want to wait for 2 few days before the group project's due to start it. And then finally, I want you to relax and enjoy the course. As Ms. Walker said, we are here to help you every step of the way. I don't know any other nursing program that puts themselves out there committed to your success. So take a look around. Y'all look around at each other. You people in the front, look in the back. You are the class of 2017. It's going to mean a lot to your career. It's going to open lots of doors. It's going to open the way for you to step up and go to the next journey and keep increasing your profession. And I'm old, y'all have to take care of me one day. Any questions?
We got one in the back.
How many in the group?
How many people are in the group?
That's what we got to decide. We're trying to decide what the best number is to make it doable.
They hadn't figured the math part out yet.
Yeah?
We were waiting for everybody to register.
Yeah. Yeah, we don't want to do it for everybody to register. We'll get that done within a few days. And then we'll let you know how to get to your group. All right, thank you.
I just want to make a quick comment, Dr. Todd. This is an online program, so while we love for you to call us, we love to see your faces and to come to our office, the priority or the main way that you're going to communicate with us and your classmates is through email. So how many of you have ever sent an email, received an email, sent a text message, or received a text message that didn't quite come across the way you intended or the way someone else intended? The written communication can be interpreted different ways. And today you're going to meet your faculty, you're going to meet your fellow classmates, and you may get an impression of somebody. You know, you may really hate the color of my dress or the owls that are on it. And so when you read my emails, don't think, I just really did not like her, so she must be sending me a bad email, okay? If you read that message with an attitude, then you're going to read into that something that may not be there, okay? So try to think positively of your faculty, try to think positively of your classmates, and don't ever think that we're sending you something malice or that a classmate is. Try to be positive and give us and give them the benefit of the doubt, because you would want the same, okay?
That's a good point, Miss